This is called All It Takes is a Spoonful of Soup. My maternal grandmother always told me, if just one person loves you, that's enough to make you feel good inside and grow up strong. For me, that person was my grandmother Beauty. I spent most weekends with my grandmother because my parents liked to go out late and stay out late, and my mother hated to pay good money for a babysitter, only to find her asleep on the couch with Tinker Toys and Mr. Potato Head sprawled all over the plush, white, blue, and green patterned shag carpet in our living room when she returned home. Each and every Friday night when I arrived at my grandparents' house, my grandmother would run down her front porch stairs in her lacy nightgown and robe set and scream in excitement, "My little beauty, my little beauty, my little beauty." I thought when I heard her say Beauty over and over again, she was trying to tell me her name. So Beauty is what I called her. The name just stuck, and soon everyone in her small neighborhood of West Rogers Park knew my grandmother as Beauty, including my grandfather Papa, my mom, and all the neighbors. The cooking aromas coming from her kitchen made my mouth water. Beauty always had a pot of something cooking on the stove, a freshly drawn bath, and a fluffy lavender nightgown waiting for me. She would bathe me before we ate, softening my skin with cream and rose talcum powder that she dusted on my back with a big powder puff. For meals, she would lift me up and sit me in a special chair, which she piled high with several phone booths, both the white and the yellow pages, to make sure I could see the of the table, which was set with silverware that she polished every week, and an embroidered tablecloth that my papa brought home from New Orleans, where he would go to visit his racehorses, Glenn and Phyllis, named after my mom and her brother Glenn. Beauty would tease Papa, saying he had 3 wives, his restaurant supply store, the track, and her. Papa would say it was a tough decision to decide whom he loved the most, tying the thick, cream-colored napkin around my neck so I wouldn't soak my PJs when I sipped the warm pea soup that had been simmering for hours. "There's no competition really," he would exclaim. "No matter where I am, I can taste the love that Beauty puts into her food." Before we even finished our meal, Papa would ask Beauty what she was preparing the next night for dinner, telling me to pay careful attention to all the details as we shopped and cooked. "Kachkala, Kachkala," my grandmother would say, calling me by my pet name. There is nothing like Beauty's soups and roasts to make all the problems in the world go away. Before I even had words to describe the delicious, thick as thawed pea soup flavored with bone marrow, I knew what he was saying to be true. No matter what I felt during the rest of the week, the anticipation of Beauty's food and time spent with her lifted my spirits. Little Beauty is what she called me, and beautiful and special is how she always made me feel.